Hello students, this is step 1 of the chapter 2 instructions for the online web design course. Okay, the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to download your lounge.zip file that's in your chapter 2 instruction assignment. And once you download it, you're going to have to uncompress it. And then when you open it, you'll notice that it looks like this. Here's the lounge folder and here's the contents inside the lounge folder. You have 3 HTML pages, directions, elixir, and lounge. You have 5 image files. 4 of them are JPEGs, and 1 of them is a GIF. Okay, so this is the contents and all of the files within your root folder lounge. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is open each one of them in a browser, which I've already done. Here is lounge. This is lounge.html. This is what it looks like in a browser. And the second one is elixir.html, and that's what this one looks like in a browser. And then the last one is directions.html, and that's what this one looks like in a browser. Okay? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to open up each one of these files in Notepad++. So right-click, open with, okay, Notepad++. So that's going to open up directions. I'm going to close anything else I might have had open from before. So here's directions.html. Now I'm going to open up elixir.html with Notepad++. Okay. And the last one is lounge. Alright, so I have these 3 files open in Notepad++. I'm going to start off with lounge. This is the code for the lounge page, the HTML code for the lounge page. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit here. I'm going to go into the welcome to the head first lounge and change it to the new and improved. Okay, new and improved head first lounge. Then I'm going to Control S to save it, and then when I refresh the browser, you'll notice that it says welcome to the new and improved head first lounge. So that's the first thing. So complete that part. Then the next one is we're going to create links that are going to go from lounge.html to the 2 other pages. We covered that in chapter 1, so that's a quick thing. So let's go to Notepad and lounge.html, and we're going to do what's referred to as an inline link to a page. Okay, here's how that works. So an inline link to a page is, excuse me here for a second, I gotta pause. Okay, so we're gonna do an inline link to the Elixir page. So if you'll notice on the P tag, it says join us any evening for refreshing elixirs. Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this word elixirs be a link to the Elixir page, okay? So just in front of the word elixirs, we're going to put an A tag, which is an anchor. ahref equals, open quote, and the file is elixir, singular, .html. Okay? And then we're going to close the bracket here, and then we're going to close the A tag after the word elixirs, so the word elixirs will become a link. So we'll simply close the A tag. So let's try that. Control S, and now when we go back and we refresh, this word right here should become a link. So we're going to refresh it. Now you'll notice it's a clickable link, and when we click on it, it goes to the Elixir page. So I'm going to arrow back here. So that one works. Now we're going to create a link to the directions page. So let's go back to Notepad, and you'll notice that in this paragraph it says you'll find us right in the center of downtown Webville. Come join us. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to put an additional line here. Okay, so I'm going to, between the come join us and the you'll find us. So I'm going to put, if you need help finding us, comma, check out our, and then I'm going to create a link, a space href equals, open quote, And the name of the site we're going to is directions, that's plural, .html. Okay, I'm going to close the link and the tag, and the actual link is going to say detailed directions. All right, and then we're going to close the A tag. And now we have that sentence that includes a link called detailed directions. So Control S to save your changes. I'll go back and refresh my page, and now you'll see that I have an additional sentence that says, if you need help finding us, check out our detailed directions. When I click on detailed directions, it brings me to the detailed directions page. Okay, I'm going to arrow back, and now I'm going to create a link from the detailed directions, from the directions.html page and the Elixir page that goes back to Lounge. So let me go back to Notepad, and we'll start off with Elixir. Okay, we'll start off with Elixir, and here's what you're going to do. Let's make the link at the bottom of the page. So the last thing in the page is the close body tag, so I'm going to put it right down here at the bottom of the page, and I'm going to put it inside a p tag to make sure it's on its own line, and then I'm going to open a space href equals open quote lounge.html, which is where we want to go. Okay, and then the text back to the lounge will be the actual link, and I'm going to close the A tag, and then I have to close my P tag. Okay, so Control S. Now I'm going to go back to Lounge, click on the Elixir link, and now when you scroll to the bottom of the page, you'll see that there's a link, and actually you can't see it because it's out of the range here. Let me see what I can do to fix that. Oh, I know what I can do. I'm going to go back to Notepad, and I am going to put a couple of line breaks here. We're going to learn about line breaks in a different chapter, so I'm not really going to, all this does is it creates a line break, and I need a few of these because the link is outside the window of my, my video here. Okay, so I think 4 of them should work. All right, so now I'm going to save this, go back and refresh, and I still can't, there we go. Okay, so now we're back. Now you see the link that goes back to the lounge. So I'm going to click back to the lounge. So now we can go back and forth from Elixir back to the lounge. Okay? So now let's do the same thing for detailed directions. So I'm going to save myself a little bit of time, and I'm going to copy this entire line of code, and I'm going to go to directions.html and paste it, and everything is the same because we're still going back to the lounge. Okay, so this is all the same. So Control S to save this, and now I'm going to go to detailed directions, and now you see we have a link back to the lounge here as well. Back to the lounge. So Elixir, back to the lounge, detailed directions, back to the lounge. Okay, so this concludes the step 1 video. Thank you for watching.